Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the Escalations. And today's escalation, the Cheveyo Calibration. And this is a 3-level escalation set on the House of Sand map. So for level 1 we have 2 targets, both must be eliminated with the sniping rifle, the Sega 300 Ghost. We can't change disguise and we can't use agency pickups. Essentially this is a limited loadout because we can't change our starting position either. So for level 1 we will only be bringing with us our silenced pistol, as the sniping rifle is available on the map. So right from the start and off the bat, I should inform you that for all 3 of these levels there will not be a silent assassin rating, and you will see why very shortly. So what we're going to do is make our way out of the alleyway that we begin in, and we will see here 2 patrolling guards who we're just going to shoot in the head. There we go. So once we have them taken care of, we need to take out a few civilians over by the carpet shop. So there's one, and his body has already been found, which is kind of good for us because that means that the next of the 2 possible people we will need to eliminate is nearby. So we're just going to wait right here until we can see them, usually via instinct. You'll notice in this escalation particularly I use instinct excessively. It's basically because in one of the other levels we're not allowed to be seen doing this. So there are, we've got both of them at once. That's brilliant. So everybody we need to eliminate who is not our target is now out of our way. We're going to make our way into the storage room here, collect up all the spare ammo and the sniping rifle. And from here we're going to make our way around to the carpet shop where we've just shot a few civilians. So we're going to have to walk carefully because people will be around. As you can see, there is the shop owner himself. He hasn't actually spotted us, but he can go as well while we're there. Unfortunately, the guard who he had attracted just spotted us, so we're going to make our way up onto the roof behind the carpet shop here. At least up here we can't be killed. So once we're up on here, we're going to make our way along the ledge and around the corner. Now so this point is probably the most riskiest, especially on the next couple of levels, because you can be spotted up here quite easily. So once we're up onto the roof here, over on the next roof just beyond this fence, we will see both of our targets. So all we've got to do now is eliminate them both with the sniping rifle. So there goes the young lady, and as soon as the bodyguard sticks his head out, I will cure all his ills. Yes, you've got a casualty, go and investigate, she may not be dead. That's a boy. So there we go, that is our first 2 targets for level 1. We're going to drop our sniping rifle, make our way back down the same way we came up off the roof and back down to terra firma, which is exactly where there is an exit, so we won't have far to go. So once we're down and around the corner, just going to keep an eye out for the guards because they should, as you can see, still be cleaning up the bodies. Let's see which way he goes. I think he's out of sight, out of mind, so we can continue on down the side of the building, down the drain pipe and out the gate behind us. So there we go, that is level 1 taken care of, and as I said, no chance of a silent assassin rating because we can't hide the sniping rifle, and there's just like 5 or 6 people we have to try and avoid to get to the roof. It is doable, I'm almost certain it's doable, but I just don't have the patience or the skills to do it. So moving on to level 2, and this is where things escalate quite heavily. because we can now not be spotted doing what we were doing. So everything's the same as before for level 1, same starting location which you can't change, and the only thing we'll be bringing with us will be our silenced pistol. So right from the start of level 2, what we're essentially going to do is exactly the same thing, but we're going to be a lot more cautious about it, because we can't be seen to be doing anything illegal at all. Spotted in a trespassing zone and you will have to start again. There is no compromise, no room for error basically. So once the guard on the corner moves away, we're going to shoot the other patrolling guard in the back of the head, and then make our way slowly around the corner to shoot the other patrolling guard. And again, we're going to try and take out all of these people. So that would be the 2 shop workers. I think one of them's a restaurant worker, but we've got 2 of them, and there should be a 3rd along hopefully very soon. I believe that's the one right there with the hat. They're going to come around the corner, spot the bodies, hopefully go close enough to investigate, where they will now be within our sights, and I absolutely cannot shoot. So as soon as you stand back up, you're going to take another couple of hits. Come on, stand up, there you go. Right, so finally everybody is now out of our way, so we can go into the storage room. We're going to retrieve the sniping rifle and the extra ammo, and then we're going to hide in the crate, because we have managed to create a bit of alarm, because all of the bodies that we've dropped are now being discovered. So we're going to wait in this crate here for a little while until everybody calms down and the body cleanup has finished, or very nearly finished. That was very close. I should have been paying more attention to the map, or I should have just waited longer and made a coffee. So once we are in the clear, we can now continue on as we would around to the carpet shop and up onto the roof. Now this is where it will get slightly tricky, because as I said, you can be spotted up here quite easily, and you do have this huge great sniping rifle on your back. So you just have to be a bit careful here, because there are patrolling guards below, and one of them does on his route look in this sort of direction. Plus the bodyguard target that we have also can see us at this point. As you can see there, he almost spotted me, but not quite. So once we are safely up onto the roof, we can then pull out our sniping rifle once again, and I am absolutely certain that there is a way to get a shot off on the bodyguard from here. I'm sure I've done it before, but I can never remember exactly where I was positioned. So we're going to make our way to the end of the fence here, make sure we stay out of sight while the targets are moving, and when they stop we can then just duck out from behind the fence, shoot one target, duck behind the fence before the other one has any idea what is going on, and he's now going to sit there not knowing where the bullet came from for some considerable time, to the point where I almost think he's actually broken and he isn't going to move. So I decide to move first, and luckily just as I move he starts to move as well. So as soon as he gets himself into a position where we can get a shot off without being seen, then we can basically take him out, and he is now in a perfect position for me. So we're just gonna see you, mate. So 2 targets dealt with once again, and we now got to make our way back down off of the roof. This is probably one of, like I said, the trickiest bits, because we have guards running around. But if we can make it safely back from along the ledges and back over to the ground over here, we are home and free. And because we've already eliminated the civilians in this area, we won't drop down this pole here straight on top of the chef, I believe it is. So there we go, that is level 2 taken care of. And from here on out, things are going to get rather tricky again, but on a massive scale. So there we go, that took 12 minutes. Now the next one will take considerably longer. So everything is the same as level 1 and 2. So we have all the same targets and loadout restrictions, except for now we have an extra 5 targets. This is 7 targets in total. Now luckily for the extra 5 targets, we do not need to use the sniping rifle, which does tend to make things a little bit easier. So with the exact same loadout as levels 1 and 2, we're going to bring along our silenced pistol, and this time we are going to change things up a little bit. So just as we did at the start of the first 2 levels, we're going to take out these 2 patrolling guards and a few other people. So we're just going to make our way around to the storeroom here, wait for the patrolling guard on the corner to walk away, pull out our silenced pistol and shoot the other guard in the head. And then we're going to make our way to the corner, and once the other guard has finished his maneuvers, we can then shoot him in the head. And the carpet salesman over there and the chef lady. So from here on out, we're going to grab the shop key that's just on the floor in front of us. We're going to unlock the doors where we shot our second guard and shoot the shop owner. There we go. So in this building are our 5 additional targets. Unfortunately, bodies are now being found. So what we're going to do at this point, because there are a number of bodies lying around, is we're going to go and hide in the storage room in the closet or crate provided, and we're just going to wait in there for quite a while for the body cleanup to finish before we exit the crate and continue on our killing spree. So we're going to make our way back round to this little lamp shop here, and in here, as I was saying, we have our 5 additional targets. Now getting the first one is easy enough, but you just have to time it right. So we're going to wait on the stairs here until we can locate the guy, and he's actually just left the position we want him in. So we're going to wait just at the bottom of the stairs right here and keep a close eye on him, and when he makes his way back up the stairs, we can then make our way up the stairs and eliminate him with the silenced pistol. As you notice, we haven't actually picked up the sniping rifle as yet. So as he's making his way up the stairs, we're going to make our way onto the roof and hide behind these carpets, and the guard will position himself facing away from us and we can shoot him in the head. Now there are 2 other people up here. One of them is just a waiter, and he is likely to spot the body. We're going to wait right here where we are, and he will go and get our second target, and he will bring our second target to us. So the target's going to go and investigate the body. He's then going to make his way down to this part of the roof where we are. So we're going to wait at the top of the stairs just behind the carpets, and when he stops we can shoot him in the head. So 2 targets down. Now that again will attract the attention of the waiter, and he will, if we are waiting patiently enough, he will go and get our 3rd target. But unfortunately I was being impatient and I wanted to eliminate him, and I missed. So although he has drawn the target towards us, he's also in the place, so we need to get rid of him real quick. And there is our 3rd target, but he's not quite made it up the stairs, which works for us anyway, because his normal position is to guard the stairs, and we can make our way down from the roof to his position here, and we're just going to wait here for him to get in position, and he will look off to his right, which means we can then make our way through this doorway and shoot him in the head real quick, just like that, without him seeing us. So once he is eliminated, we're going to make our way back up onto the roof, and we're going to pick up one of the assault rifles from one of the downed bodyguards, or a handgun, it doesn't matter as long as it's not silenced. So what we're going to do now is a little bit more body cleanup, but we need to attract someone's attention. So we're going to take the assault rifle back to our last guard we've killed, let off a few rounds, drop the gun and run. Now I run all the way back to the storage room where the sniping rifle is being kept, mostly because at this point I'm thinking to myself, I will take the sniping rifle and bring it with me from this point onwards, because I know that both of these two guards, the next two targets of the 5 additional ones, are going to come down here with the bodies. Now if we time it right, or if they time it right should I say, we will get access to both of them separately, as you can see here. Unfortunately there is another guard, a non-target guard, in the area, so we're going to wait for him to leave. We're going to wait for our first target there to leave, because the third or fifth should I say target has just arrived and the others are well out of sight. So we're going to pick up the screwdriver and throw it at his head. You could use your silenced pistol as well, but as where I was waiting there was a screwdriver, I thought I'll use that. So we have one more of our 5 additional targets to take care of, so we're going to make our way back into the lamp shop, over the roof and back down the other side to where we eliminated one of our previous targets. And just where we eliminated the target, we pull out our silenced pistol, edge down the stairs. Now you can be seen at this point, so you need to be aware of the head turning, but we can shoot the target without ever presenting ourselves to him. So that is all of the 5 additional targets taken care of. So from here on out it's pretty easy, because all we have to do is make our way back to the storage room now, retrieve the sniping rifle, which I decided in the end not to bring with me just in case. So grab the sniping rifle and the ammo, there we go, and we're going to make our way back into the lamp shop and back up onto this roof, and we will be able to snipe our other 2 targets, our original 2 targets, from this roof much easier than we would from up close where we were in level 1 and 2. So we're just going to make our way up onto the smoking area here where the gas lamps are, and as you can see both targets were just present. So we're going to eliminate the bodyguard. The chef lady will come over to investigate, and we can then get a shot off on her as well. So there you go, that is all 3 levels taken care of. So we're just going to drop our sniping rifle on the roof there and make our way to the nearest exit, which again will be around by the carpet shop. So there we go, that is the Cheveyo Calibration Escalation. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.